Halloween, a time of pumpkin carving, candy, costumes, and of course, a TV production Halloween special. Our team has put together a series of spooky segments for your enjoyment. In the first video, a villain threatens to turn things upside down. Will our heroes be able to set him straight? Let's find out.
And I said, that's not a camel, that's my wife.
By the way, what happened to your arms?
What, are you suggesting that I didn't finish them in time for this funny Halloween school thing?
No.
That's what I thought. Anyway, let's eat already. I'm hungry.
What are you doing?
What, don't you know? Only supervillains pour their milk before their cereal? Spider-Man!
Dr. Octavius! What are you doing? Only evildoers pour their milk before their cereal.
I know. I am evil. You can't possibly defeat me.
I know I can't, but he can.
It's Super Herman!
Come on, Spider-Man, let's teach this one a lesson. Why did you make us do this? Think, Octo, think! If you put your milk before your cereal, it all becomes soggy. What will you have after 5 minutes?
I'll get you next time, heroes!
Thanks for the assist, Super Herman, but somebody's got to make sure that Otto stays in jail. I'll see you soon.
Remember, kids, always pour your cereal before your milk and have a happy Halloween.
And the ongoing breakfast debate between superheroes and villains continue. Which do you pour first, the milk or the cereal? Next up, let's listen to a beautiful musical improv piece provided to us by Manoj. wondered what would happen if there was a zombie outbreak in our school, our next skit tells the story.
Ladies and gentlemen of the world's Best Picket Association, I am very flattered by all these presents. We have so many pickets from so many backgrounds, all of them unique in their own specific way. But alas, there can only be one winner. And the winner is...
I'm not hungry, but thanks for the offer. I mean, we could be doing things like homework, classwork, listening to Suspicious Minds. The Elvis Presley song, not the dumb podcast.
Oh, that hot dog's gonna make me feel well.
Hey, what's wrong? Do you want me to get you to the main office?
Oh man! I don't feel so good. Oh.
Oh, nuts.
Let me in! Let me in! Did you eat a hot dog? Did you get bit?
Did we bash the zombie's head in with the baseball bat wrapped in bark?
What? No.
Then welcome to the circus. You and I are the only ones left.
No. No. The only ones left? Surely there must be others.
If there are others, they're either zombies or have low enough standards to hide with the English teacher.
Good morning, teachers and students. I'm Chorus with your morning announcement. A zombie epidemic has engulfed our school and our principal has been overthrown by our new zombie overlord, Fifi. Students, even though you're now hordes of the undead devouring the living and infecting people into your ranks, please do not drink out of the water bottle stations. It is unsanitary. All clubs pre-existing to the epidemic have been cancelled because almost all the teachers have been captured and barbecued with steaks off. That's all for the morning announcements. Have a wonderful day.
What would you do? That was the first episode in the series. Check our YouTube channel and subscribe to be notified when the next episode drops. Next, an important PSA from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration and victims from students in our very school. Listen up.
This is a message from the Food and Drug Administration under the order of the United States government. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is working to help keep you and your community safe from the threat of viruses, bacteria and illnesses that may be deadly. One of which being new and never before seen. The growth of a new virus called encephalitis fuscus, or brain dance, has been spotted within the areas of Miami Gardens, Hialeah, Broward, and Boca Raton. Brain dance is thought to be a mutation of encephalitis, which is when brain tissue is overactive due to a damaged autoimmune response. Like within encephalitis, brain dance may cause vomiting and hallucinations for infected persons. However, brain dance is different wherein infected persons vividly believe in the hallucination scene, to the point they believe hallucinations can interact with the physical world. This is thought to be because of damage done to the occipital lobe by the virus. These strong hypnotic suggestions may cause injury, other illness and even death. To help determine if you may have brain dance, use the if-cat principle. A. Analyze your environment and look for objects and persons you cannot recall memories of. F. Focus on the minute details and find any discrepancies which do not fit a reality. C. Communicate with others around you and ask for confirmation on whether an object exists. A. Allow a teacher to call emergency services as to properly contain you. T. They aren't real. 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 Thank the staff at your school for staying vigilant.
Very scary stuff. Students, remember to stay safe out there. Now here's Diana with the telling of a scary story.
Hi guys, happy Halloween. Welcome to our scary story. After getting home from a party, I was ready to get into bed. My husband stayed over at his sister's house, so I knew I had to be alone tonight. As I take off my party attire and get ready for bed, I hear a creak near the kitchen. When I go to inspect it, I see a window is wide open. It was probably the wind since we are in winter. I go back upstairs to my room and I go on my phone before I sleep. My husband sends me a message goodnight and I say it back. I now turn off my lamplight and fall into a deep sleep. I suddenly wake up to the sound of wood creaking. I open my eyes and check the time. It's 3 in the morning, so I try to go back to sleep until I hear another creak. I switch to my left side and I instantly feel my body shake. I see a tall figure, taller in my doorframe. I cannot make out who he is or his face, but I think he has a clown costume on. I instantly get up and ask who he is and how he got into my house. He stares at me in silence. The only thing breaking this silence would be his breathing. I look at his arm and see a certain glare. He puts it up and I see it's a knife. I run to the door, but he stops me, and he puts me on the floor. I am fighting for my life to get out of his hold. He stabbed me once in the shoulder and twice in the stomach. As I am bleeding out and losing consciousness, I see the clown slowly take off his mask. As he reveals his face, I see that all along it was my husband. I asked why he would do such a thing, and he said that he said in his vows, till death do us part, that he thought of no other way of getting away from me. And as I slipped into darkness, so did my heart.
And now, a Gen Z take on spooky stories.
Alright guys, let's kick this Halloween off right. And what is Halloween without a spooky story, am I right? So without further ado, it was a dark and stormy night. The ghost of Mr. Enriquez.
Boring! Here's a better story. Picture this. It was a bright and early morning. You're on your way to class and, oh no, the Wi-Fi is out and all the cellular companies are under repair, all at the same time.
That was a little scary, but you want to hear a better one? Here's one. It was a calm and cozy night. You go to the kitchen for a midnight snack, and there are no more potato chips.
Oh no. Well, I am thankful that these are only our imagination, because not there being any snacks for midnight binging.
You guys both have horrible stories.
Well, our segment's almost up, so save it for next year, because my story, she's thriving.
Yeah, and my story, it's
too sexy for this syrup, too sexy for your girl, too sexy for this world, too sexy for this ice.
Spooky stories or first world problems? You be the judge. And lastly, have you ever made a friend and it seemed too good to be true? Check out this next story.
It was what seemed like a regular day for students at Jose Marti. However, in the middle of a stressful assignment is when Rob met an unfamiliar face.
Professor. Yeah, thank you. Great. Did I see you around here before?
Maybe. I don't think so.
You seem new here. Care to say anything exciting? All right. Wonderful. So what do you happen to be studying?
Rob loved meeting new people, but who he learned to call Bob seemed a little stranger than his other classmates. Of course, that didn't stop him from making a new friend. He was looking for a study buddy anyways, so this was the perfect opportunity to get to know this unfamiliar student. So every day after school, Rob and Bob would meet in the library and hang out for hours, and they became really close friends in the process. They spent their time together getting their homework done, studying their most challenging subjects, helping their classmates, but especially they spent their time reading Bob's favorite book.
It's good to see you. Five rattlesnakes, okay?
Yeah, so then I get it.
You get
You
it?
dropped them down in the pit. I get it.
After a couple of weeks, a classmate approached Rob to ask him,
Huh? Me? What do you mean who I've been talking to? I've been talking to...
Well, that was scary. I'm gonna go check on my friends and make sure they're really there, because who knows? That's our show. Have a safe and happy Halloween, and be sure to smash that button and subscribe to be notified when more quality content drops. Happy Halloween, y'all!